35,000 is the average number of choices that we make in each day. How to make the choices that is right for us. How to make bigger choices in our life and how to make smaller choices in our life. How bigger choices that we make in our life can affect the smaller choices we make. If you're interested, please continue watching this video and please subscribe to my channel because that's the simplest step you can do to help grow this channel so that I can spread the message you matter to many more people. Let's start today's session. We are the chosen ones for our own destiny. We are the main characters of our own life. We are the main character of our own life. We have the right to choose what to do with our own life so that we live the life to the fullest. We get all the learnings we get to learn and we evolve and we live the life to the fullest. That's the reason why we live our life, because we want to create the best life that suits us, specifically to us. We can be the supporting role in our friend's life or somebody from our family, but for our lives, we are the one that has to make the big decisions by ourselves. The best place that you need to go to make the best decisions in your life is from within your heart, your instinct. We all have instincts that tells us that always navigates to the right path, and we need to choose the instinct. And it exactly matches with what Dalai Lama said. Dalai Lama said, the key to happiness is within us. It means the decisions has to come from within, not from the society, not what your family says, but it's from the within. The reality of it is, although the people that are recommending us to do what we need to do is coming from a good place, the loving place, good intention, but they don't know our instincts because they're not living our life. They're not in our body. The instinct is within our body. That's why it's our responsibility to listen to our instinct, to our heart, because the right answer is always there. In the best-selling book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, the rule number 2 is start with the end in your mind. What it means is you have to know instinctively what you are trying to achieve, what you want to get, and you make your daily decisions based on what your final result is. Rule number 2, he says, when the ladder is placed to a wrong wall, there's no point being efficient. I remember the time when I was in London. I was 20 years old, and in the east side of the city, there is beautiful tall glasses. And I thought, I wish I could at least be a cleaner in this building because I was cleaner somewhere else. I was a student. So in my mind, I was associating the success with working in these tall buildings. And I thought I'm going to be happy. But 10 years down the road, I quit the work. I quit the corporate job because I then realized working in the glass building was not my ultimate destiny. My ultimate destiny is to help people to find out their true passion, help people to find out that they matter. I believed that if I can work in those tall buildings, I'll be happy. I never asked the question, is this my passion? Is this the fullest and truest expression of my life? when I was 20 years old, I didn't know that I matter, my dream matter, my voice matter, my choice matter. Later, I realized I'm not so talented at being an auditor, although I was doing a good job by working hard, being efficient. I never had a passion for working as an auditor at KPMG. So, this is a small example of how I wasn't even able to analyze and ask myself a question if it's my truest expression of my life, my voice, my presence, my service to the world. I wasn't playing the main character of my life. I was influenced by the society that says tall buildings equals to happiness. And I wasn't knowledgeable enough to ask the question and use the tools that I had access to. Now you know. Now you watch this video. Now you know. Now you're in a position to ask yourself, is what I am doing is the truest and fullest expression of myself? Am I enthusiastic about it? Am I happy about it? Is this what my instinct is telling me? The reason why we don't make the right decision is because we don't sit with our instinct. Instinct doesn't have a voice. It's not expressed in words. It's expressed in emotions. When you're in love, you know that you're in love. It's the feeling. When you're in pain, you know that you're in pain. It's the feeling. But pain, when you're in love and when you're in pain, it's very solid, it's very strong, intense, but temporary. But the passion is very quiet, less loud, less impactful, but constant. That's the vibration of the passion. It's always there. If we can give ourselves time just to dedicated time just for our instincts, you can hear your instinct talking to you. You can hear what your next step is. What your instinct tell is going to be your destiny. That's going to be your big decision. And on daily life, when you make your small decision, you devote your time, you devote your hard work, you devote everything you have. You do your networking, you use your social media, you do use all your platform, you use all the knowledge, you use the society, you use the networking, just so you can get to where you want to do, that came from your instinct, that came from your authentic, truest expression of yourself. And you learn from your mistakes. And I'll tell you what happens if you don't follow your passion, if you're not on the right path. Life is decided by life itself. So we all have a destiny that we need to get. When you're not in the right path, you get signs. There's a red flag. There's a red sign that says you're not in the right path. You feel it, but you ignore it because it's very subtle. There's a bicycle, there's a red bicycle that says, hey, you're not in the right path, and something bad happens to you. But then if you still ignore it, if you think it's a coincidence, if you still ignore it, there's a red car that says, hey, you need to reconsider, you need to take your time, you're in the wrong path. Something worse happens to you by coincidence. If you still ignore it, there's a red truck that warns you, then there is a red bus, and then there is a red train drives you over, and then you hit your bottom rock. That's the divorce that you have, that's the diagnosis that you have, that's how you lose your job, and that is how you get extremely exhausted. And that's when you realize, I wasn't going on my right path. I am losing I am not utilizing my fullest potential to the right direction. And that's when you start reevaluating yourself. And if you notice you've been ignoring all the signs that universe is trying to give you because you think it's just a coincidence, but it's never a coincidence. Those pains comes to you so that you evolve. It's the lesson to make you evolve into a greater, bigger spirit, get greater, bigger human being. I work as a life coach to help you recognize the patterns that's happening to your life. I'm here to create a space for you to listen what your instinct is telling you, what your heart is telling you, what your body is telling you. Coaches do not give advices. Coaches never give advice. It's the time for you to reflect on what you want and where you're going and make changes if necessary. But the choice is always up to you. Coaches are there to mirror what you're saying, to reflect on what you're saying, and ask you curiosity driven, thought provoking questions so it leads you think more, to think deeper, to understand the root causes of why you're making certain decisions, and to lead you to the right path so that you don't hit by a red train, you don't hit to the bottom rock. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now you have the knowledge. Now you have all the tools to navigate your life towards the right path. And if you need a coach, please book a session with me. I'm available for you. And in the description box, there is my website where you can book a session with me. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next